NXT ends in controversy, confusion over Saturday night's main event success, and more. I'm Luke Owen and this is the WrestleTalk News.
Support WrestleTalk!
Get exclusive bonus videos over at patreon.com/WrestleTalk.
If you live in London or are close to the big smoke and you want your 2025 New Year's resolution to be to check out more live wrestling, then I would highly recommend Riot Cabaret in Clapham, as it is among the most fun I've ever had at any wrestling event. Case in point, last night's Jingle Bell Brawl saw an unadvertised main event between Eddie Dennis and Subculture's Flash Morgan Webster end in controversy when his group got involved. Dennis and Riot Cabaret Women's Champion Thunder Rosa, who retained her title over Dani Luna and Fantasy Booking Warfare judge Nina Samuels earlier in the night, then brawled with Subculture with the help of Mr. Effin' Blobby. The show then ended a la Clash at the Castle, with Thunder Rosa doing a duet cover of Fairy Tale of New York with Mr. Blobby. BritWres Is Alive and well. Last Saturday night's main event saw a main event of Cody Rhodes defending his WWE Championship against Kevin Owens. Did all that in one take. The much hyped event, a primetime special on NBC, was touted as a huge success by WWE Online, with Jimmy Trainier of Sports Illustrated posting that he was informed that the special even beat the NBA semi-finals in head-to-head viewership. However, that might not be entirely accurate. The official ratings for the show have now been revealed, and Saturday night's main event got 1.59 million viewers, about the same they'd get for Raw and SmackDown. The NBA game WWE claimed to have beaten head-to-head was watched by 1.89 million viewers, making that the #1 show on broadcast primetime for the night, which means Saturday night's main event was #2. However, as Brandon Thurston highlights on Twitter, if you include the Peacock viewership of Saturday night's main event, the show got around an extra 700,000 viewers, giving it an actual total of around 2.25 million. So, WWE did beat the NBA if you include streaming numbers. The confusion there is that WWE beat the NBA if you include WWE streaming numbers, but not the NBA's. When asked if that would make a difference on Twitter, Trainier replied, from what I understand, no. However, Brandon Thurston added, it may or may not make a difference about whose audience was bigger, but ESPN Plus viewing just isn't included in Nielsen reporting of the ABC data. So, to sum up, Saturday night's main event did beat the NBA head-to-head. If you include certain metrics but ignore other metrics, but those metrics might not actually matter, in which case you have to look at verified metrics, but WWE want to include the original metrics. Got that?
Right. What did he say?
AEW Collision, however, drew its lowest viewership going against all that competition. Yes, that's right. Yes, nearly there. Oh, yes, now I'm feeling it. Yes, now it's nearly there. Come on. Oh, it's nearly there. Wait, what? No, no. Ah, God damn it. I hate this hacker crap.
Luke, what are you doing in here?
Are
you trying to steal the company's data again?
Maybe?
Well, you know the data's all protected, right?
What? How?
By using Surfshark.
Surfshark?
Yes, Surfshark. Surfshark is a VPN that will protect your IP address, stop cybercriminals like Luke here, and allows you to watch content from all over the world. Go to surfshark.com/WrestleTalk for 4 extra months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. Grab this festive offer now by following the link in the description.
Wow, that's great, Tempest. Can you let me know the password to the back end?
Oh yeah, of course. It's CM Punk did nothing wrong 69420. No spaces.
Yeah. Ollie did make this, didn't he?
What gives you that impression?
In what sounds like bad news for WWE fans, but will become good news for WWE fans, it was revealed by Lucan's Wine and Spirits that LA Knight had been pulled from an appearance because he was injured and would be replaced by Braun Strowman. Knight recently dropped his United States Championship to Shinsuke Nakamura at Survivor Series. However, Fightful Select are reporting that LA Knight is not injured, and he was replaced with Braun Strowman because LA Knight was never approved for that appearance. He may be a baddie now, running down fans outside of Raw, but there was a time when we all loved Kofi Kingston. It was like 4 weeks ago, but there was a different time period where Kofi Kingston got his own Bryan Danielson moment heading into WrestleMania 35, where the crowd reactions for him on TV and pay-per-view forced WWE to change their plans and go with him in what became KofiMania. And Kofi has now spoken about this on In The Click podcast, revealing, "I don't think I was even booked. I don't think my plans were being talked about for WrestleMania. At that time, we didn't even really have anything going. We didn't have a rivalry, we didn't have a feud, we didn't have a storyline. We didn't have much of anything going on. It was just the New Day being the New Day." It was reported at the time that Kofi replaced Mustafa Ali, but the WrestleMania direction was Danielson defending the WWE Championship against the recently returned Kevin Owens. Kofi confirms this by saying his Danielson feud was supposed to end at the pay-per-view before WrestleMania, but the crowd reactions forced WWE to pivot from those plans. And it wasn't just Riot Cabaret that ended in controversy last night, as NXT also had a lot going down. The show ended with an NXT Championship match between Trick Williams and Eddie Thorpe, and Thorpe got a visual pin on Williams, which was missed by a downed referee. After a Williams knee, he fell on top of Thorpe, and a second referee counted the pin, while the original ref also counted as both men's shoulders were on the mat. One said that Eddie won, one said that Williams retained. The show went off the air with confusion and no declared winner, but in new WWE fashion, a video was posted on Twitter that announced Williams was the winner and still NXT champion. And anything Triple H can do, Shawn Michaels can also do, but wearing a hat, as he got into a shoving match with Eddie Thorpe. That's all from me today, and thank you to everyone who checked out my most recent episode of Cutscene, where I looked at the supposedly banned Mickey Mouse movie with interviews from the people who made it. And I've got another new episode coming out tomorrow looking at the Muppet Christmas Carol, but for now, here's a clip from that Mickey Mouse episode. That screening was an annual video presentation between Disney Florida, Disney California, Pixar, and now Disney France to show what they've been working on. With Katzenberg now gone, it was up to Michael Eisner to give his blessing and thoughts on Runaway Brain. Thankfully for the team in France, the screening went really well.
He seemed like he really loved it and enjoyed it and was laughing and came out of the screening smiling. So I kind of was like going with that. I'm like, well, he's the boss of the bosses. So he likes it. That's a good thing.
I was feeling very high. The next day, the rug was sort of pulled out from under me because it was very clear that the management below Peter or below Michael, Peter and Tom and those other executives, that it really wasn't the cartoon they wanted to make. And there were things in it that they didn't like.
They were worried, basically, about a few things that they felt like we had sort of were too edgy with Mickey. And so they wanted us to pull it back a little bit. I think that's where the compromises started.